On behalf of all of us here at Carolina Forest International Elementary, I want to extend a very warm welcome to everyone joining us here today. It's a very special day. We want to issue a very special welcome to a few people: Dr. Mark Morris, Executive Director of Elementary Education for Onslow County Schools, and our City Council member, Mr. Bob Borden, and program guests from the Jacksonville Tree Board and Forestry Service. Carolina Forest is very proud to be a model Global Ready school whose purpose is to inspire students to soar in an ever-changing global society. Daily here, we embrace the idea and we work very hard to teach our students that as global citizens, we must revel in diversity, and we always seek solutions to how we can actively serve others and join hands to be the change that we want to see in the world and in our smaller communities. We all recognize that helping to plant trees is a key solution to some of the biggest challenges facing our planet today. From its early beginnings, Arbor Day and the tree planting movement became known globally. And today, in every country, the importance of planting trees and protecting our environment is recognized and celebrated in various fashions. We are honored to be hosting this annual Arbor Day observance by the City of Jacksonville, the Jacksonville Tree Board, and the Jacksonville Environmental and Appearance Advisory Committee. This is the 38th time that Jacksonville has been recognized as a Tree City USA program participant, and we are thrilled to be a part of it. Now, I would like to pass the program on to Mrs. Suzanne Nelson. Ms. Nelson was the first chairman of the Jacksonville Environmental and Appearance Advisory Committee. She has returned to that capacity and serves now as the Tree Board chairman. By city ordinance, it is her responsibility, along with the other members of the Tree Board, to hold this annual observance in celebration of trees. Please welcome Ms. Suzanne Nelson.
Good morning. Are you guys excited about celebrating Arbor Day? Well, you've done a great job preparing for it, and we look forward to your performance. The City of Jacksonville has a long tradition of observing Arbor Day and supporting the beautification efforts of our city. For many, many years, we've had citizens who have volunteered to help with the appearance of our city. And today, all of you that are here and all of those who are watching are now part of the legacy of seeking a better Jacksonville through improving our appearance. Today's purpose is twofold. We're here to celebrate Arbor Day, but we're also here because we're going to add more trees to the urban forest of our city. Let us begin with an invocation which will be delivered by Ms. Linda Smith Henderson, who is a member of the Jacksonville Tree Board.
Our Father, we thank you for this earth, our home, for the wide sky and the blessed sun, for the ocean and streams, for the towering hills and the whispering wind, for the trees and green grass. We thank you for our senses, by which we hear the songs of birds and see the splendor of fields of golden wheat, and taste autumn's fruit, and rejoice in the feel of rain and smell the breath of spring flowers. Grant us an open heart, wide to all this beauty. Amen.
Please stand for the presentation of the colors by Northside High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard and the singing of the National Anthem by Ms. Margison's 5th grade class.
Color Guard.
Please remain standing and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What a great job the color guard did today, didn't they? Yes. And I really enjoyed y'all singing. I got goosebumps when y'all started singing, so great job. Thank you for what you did. And thank your teacher, too. She got y'all to sing great, so thank you. All righty, we're here today to celebrate trees, aren't we? And trees are so important in our lives. We get oxygen from them. We get paper. We get furniture, we get lumber to build our houses, and some of the students over there are holding musical instruments that are made from trees. So trees are really important in our lives. Not only that, they add so much beauty to what we see around Jacksonville. Who noticed all of the dogwoods, the white dogwoods that were blooming just a few weeks ago, or probably still are a little bit? Yeah, really nice, aren't they? So trees are really important, and we in the city of Jacksonville, the mayor, the city council, and the citizens and the staff of the city make a point of making sure that Jacksonville looks as nice, as clean and green as we possibly can. And we do that through encouraging Arbor Day, where we plant a tree in honor of Arbor Day. And we also do it by making sure that trash is picked up, that yards are cut, the grass is green. We encourage all of that so that we're proud of Jacksonville as a place that we can call home. So we're here today to honor trees, to honor National Arbor Day, and to celebrate the fact that this is the 38th year that we are receiving this award, and I think that's pretty special. Now, most of y'all are what, 37, 36? No? You're not that old? Oh, okay, some of you are. I see, yeah, some of you wise guys are, yeah. But anyway, we're proud of 38 years of being a Tree City, USA. So if I can have Suzanne as chairman and also your committee members come up, I'm going to read a proclamation from the city, and it's going to have a bunch of whereases in it. And sometimes this can be a little on the boring side, but I'll try to make it not too boring for you. So we have a proclamation, whereas Arbor Day is celebrated to emphasize the role of trees in our lives and to promote the importance of tree planting as a legacy for future generations. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees reduce the cost of controlling stormwater runoff, in addition to offsetting greenhouse gases from cars and homes. That's a lot of big words in there, wasn't it? Do y'all know what greenhouse gases are? Yeah, see, you're learning. See, teachers, they are paying attention to some of this stuff. Whereas trees develop community pride and unity by giving people an opportunity to work together as they plan and care for them. And whereas the city of Jacksonville, through our landscaping and urban forestry efforts, Jason and Mike LaCory in the back there are part of that effort. They lead that effort for the city. We'll continue to beautify our city by planting, caring for, and preserving our trees for future generations. Who knows what a future generation is? What do you think it is? The group of people that come after, that's right. And some of you are getting ready to leave Carolina Forest Elementary, you fifth graders, aren't you? And so there's a group coming behind you, and that's the future generations. And the tree that you're planting today, you may not get to enjoy much of it, but the future generations, the students that are coming behind you, will get to enjoy that beautiful tree that was planted today. So on behalf of Sammy Phillips, who is the mayor of Jacksonville, He hereby proclaims April 27, that's today, 2018, as Arbor Day in the city of Jacksonville, and he urges all citizens to celebrate this special day by supporting efforts of protecting our trees and woodlands and to further our city's urban forestry programs for the well-being of our present and future generations. And he signed this today, and I have the honor of presenting this to the Tree Board, and we thank you so much for the work that you all do on behalf of the city and the citizens of Jacksonville. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all you do. So some of you may have heard of Joyce Kilmer. He was a journalist and a poet, and he was killed in World War I. But he didn't have to go to war. He did that on his own. And before he went to war, he was an editor, and he worked for the New York Times. His strong religious faith and dedication to the natural beauty of the world influences much of his work and is reflected often in the poem called Trees. Today, we have a second grader, Adriana Grudo, who is going to share this poem with us.
I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray, a tree that made summer wear a nest of robins in her egg, upon whose blossoms snow has lain, who intimately lives with rain. Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree.
We now have our 5th grade and 2nd graders who are going to perform Plant a Tree by Teresa Jennings.
This is
Over the past 38 years, the North Carolina Forestry Service has participated with the City of Jacksonville in celebrating Arbor Day. Today, we have our Onslow County Forest Ranger, Brett Evans, to join in our ceremony.
Hey, first of all, guys, that was a great song. I guarantee that's going to be stuck on my head the rest of the day, so thank you. It is a pleasure to be here today at Carolina Forest Elementary School to celebrate Arbor Day and to represent the North Carolina Forest Service and presenting the City of Jacksonville with its Tree City USA Award for accomplishments in 2017. This award marks the 38th year that Jacksonville has earned this national designation. The Tree City USA program is sponsored by the National Arbor Day Foundation in cooperation with the National Association of State Foresters and recognizes communities that make planting and caring for trees a priority. The Tree City USA program in North Carolina is administered by the North Carolina Forest Service, which is why I'm here today to present the City of Jacksonville with this award. This award encourages management of urban trees for a healthy, sustainable urban forest that reduces energy costs and consumption, boosts property values, builds strong community ties, and honors the community. For a community forestry program to be effective, it takes support and commitment from the entire community. In Jacksonville, the community forestry program thrives because of the combined dedication of the tree board members, the city staff, elected officials, our business community, homeowners, and all residents who take pride in the quality of life here in Jacksonville. In addition to Tree City USA, Jacksonville is also being recognized for its 11th Tree City USA Growth Award, which specifically recognizes higher levels of tree care by participating Tree City USA communities. This additional level of commitment in obtaining the Growth Award for 2017 places Jacksonville in a prestigious group of only 9 communities in the entire state of North Carolina. Conducting this Arbor Day celebration at our local elementary schools is also a great way for our community to convey the importance of caring for our trees to our youth, who are the future stewards of our lands and forests. It is in this spirit that I'm honored to be accompanied by Smokey Bear, who greatly appreciates all of your efforts in recognizing Arbor Day and placing value in our trees and forests. Now, while Smokey cannot provide a speech of his own for you today, he did ask that I mention a few things. Remember to always be careful with fire, and only you can prevent wildfires. So on behalf of the National Arbor Day Foundation and the North Carolina Forest Service, I am pleased to present Jacksonville with your Tree City USA Award for 2017. Over here, get in this, Smokey.
Good job, children. The Memorials and Honors Program. The Memorials and Honors Program is a legacy of the city of Jacksonville. It began as a simple method of memorializing a loved one with the gift of a tree that would be planted to help in the beautification of Jacksonville. It was successful and many trees were planted. The success of the past was, however, overshadowed by one event, the October 23, 1983 Beirut bomb blast. When news of the loss of life spread quickly around Jacksonville, contributions were made in their memory to the Memorial Tree Program. A single class at Northwoods Park Middle School vowed to plant a tree in honor of each of those who died. With national attention to the blast and the effort to remember the fallen, funds far in excess of what was needed for the 240 trees were collected. That led to the effort to build the Beirut Memorial. Now the Memorials and Honors Program offers opportunities not only to memorialize or honor someone or some event with a tree, but adds the opportunity to make this gift in the form of flower beds, landscaping, or other seasonal enhancements in our parks and memorials. Let us pause as we honor those who were named in contributions to the program this past year and give appreciation for those who donated to the program. Memorial trees were established this year in memory of Wanda Jedwika Kaltek, established by City of Jacksonville senior leadership members, in memory of Mary Beth Kelly Ross, established by Donnie Ross, in memory of Thomasina F. Diamond, established by City of Jacksonville recreation employees, and in memory of Bessie Pettaway Caldwell, established by Mr. Marion Caldwell. To participate in the Memorials and Honors Program, please contact the City Manager's office or go online to the city's website for information and forms. Thank you.
Arbor Day is a great opportunity to thank nature for all the things it gives us, highlight the importance of trees for the environment, and our responsibility as citizens is to maintain and preserve trees by recycling, reusing, and reducing to build a better and more sustainable world for all. Goal 1, no poverty. Protecting our trees and our environment help us fight poverty. People depend on the land to grow their crops and to make money for their living.
Goal 2. Zero hunger. Nature supports and guarantees our food production.
Goal 3. Good health and well-being. Preserving our trees and respecting our environment. We will have cleaner air. Trees helps us absorb carbon dioxide and gives us oxygen.
Goal 4. Quality education. Some children cannot attend school because they need to walk long distances to collect water and wood.
Goal 5. Gender equality. Degraded environments mean that women have to walk farther to collect water and wood. Goal 6. Clean water and sanitation. The planting of trees means improved water quality and less diseases.
Goal 7. Affordable and clean energy. The energy saved by recycling one aluminum can will operate TV sets for 3 hours.
Goal 8. Decent work and economic growth. Recycling helps the environment, helps us save energy, and generates more jobs. Goal 9. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure by recycling plastic bags. Trex makes eco-friendly curbside decks from recycled wood and plastic film.
Goal 10. Reduced inequalities. Poor communities are exposed to more air and water pollution.
Goal 11. Sustainable cities and communities. Planting
trees makes our city a more sustainable and green place to live, and it will help to fight climate change.
Goal 12, responsible consumption and production. As a community, we need to get together and improve the way we manage the waste and recycle more. Goal 13, climate action. Trees help regulate our climate and reduce the impact of climate change like rising sea levels. Goal 14, life below water. The more CO2 the oceans absorb, the more acidic they will become, which affects the corals and the sea animals. More trees, less CO2. Goal 15, life on land. Planting trees help fighting desertification, drought, floods, and protect animal habitats. Goal 6, peace, justice, and strong institution. Getting together to plant trees creates and encourages peaceful relations among us and makes us all work together to build a better world for all. Goal 17, partnership for goals. Today is a celebration of this amazing partnership to build a more sustainable world for all. Together we are more.
Together we are more!
The Environmental and Appearance Advisory Committee serves to advise and assist the city on matters that work to achieve a clean and green Jacksonville. The committee also encourages the appreciation and care of trees. The City of Jacksonville Tree Advisory Board is a subcommittee of the Environmental and Appearance Advisory Committee. All throughout the hallways of Carolina Forest International Elementary, we've noticed trees, pictures of trees handcrafted by the students. They represent how the city has planted more than 300 trees this year in the city. We are very proud of this artwork and we thank you for it. The pictures we're showing will be preserved to help tell the story of how Carolina Forest International Elementary has helped to observe Arbor Day 2018. Thank you to students and staff who helped make this honor.
As our ceremony is coming to a close, we would like to thank you guys so much for all of your hard work. Your principal, Ms. Irvin, your teachers and the staff and the students, and I'm sure all your parents were involved to some degree as well. But thank you so much for having us, and thank you for making this day all the more special. We would also like to thank Northside High School, Air Force Junior ROTC for participating in today's ceremony, but they also participate in many of the City of Jacksonville ceremonies, so thank you to them as well. Arbor Day is also a great time to acknowledge those who keep our city beautiful. First, we would like to give appreciation to our city manager, Dr. Richard Woodruff. Dr. Woodruff, he is the leader and the creator of Clean and Green Jacksonville, and because of him and his hard work and the effort he puts in, our city has really changed over the last several years, and we thank him for that. We would also like to thank Michael LaCory, who's our Director of Parks Facilities, Scott Miranda Perozzi, who is the Assistant Parks Superintendent, with Jason Smith, our City Horticulturist, and David Sinclair, who's the crew leader for landscaping, along with their crews. Thanks to these guys and all of their hard work, which is every single day, our grass is always cut throughout the city, the litter is kept to a minimum, and because of them, we have beautiful parks and landscaping, and they're the ones who make our city so festive during the holiday season. So let's give them a big round of applause. After Willie Saunders closes our observance, you're invited to join Jason Smith and his crew as trees are planted behind Carolina Forest. Our special tree planters this year will be the 5th grade National Honor Society students. And as we go out and plant these trees, I want you to remember the saying that someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Thank you, and Miss Willie.
On this Arbor Day, we give thanks for trees. We rest in their shade, breathe in their oxygen, feast on their fruit. Trees anchor the ground beneath our feet and purify the air around us. Their cycles are a silent, faithful witness to your goodness and providence. We give thanks for all life on trees and those that nurture trees. Let your presence be known among us today and every time we view your trees. Bless them with growth and bless us with the wisdom to nurture and to grow trees. Amen.